thousands of hard-working middle-class families is directly due to a man called Moses. In 1924, Robert Moses began changing the landscape of New York as Parks Commissioner.
He was like the Wizard of Oz. If it weren't for him, we wouldn't have Jones Beach. We wouldn't have Fire Island. We wouldn't have these great parkways, kind of beautiful stretches going east out towards Suffolk County.
We're in a park Moses built, surrounded by highways Moses built, in a building Moses built. I'm standing on a model Moses built, which is our main attraction at this museum. And we're sitting right next to a stadium that Moses had a lot to do with building, which brings millions of people to Central Queens every year.
The most prolific builder of public works in American history envisioned a renaissance for the Empire State based on ancient Rome. But in Rome, wealthy people lived within the city walls on top of one of the 7 Roman hills, while the lower classes lived outside of the walls at the foot of the hills. The Latin roots sub, meaning under, and urb, meaning city, eventually were combined to describe a group of people who lived beneath the upper classes of the city. Robert Moses attempted to change what it meant to be from the suburbs. In New York, instead of the upper classes living within the city, he wanted them to live outside the walls. To make this happen, Moses had to build a bridge. He had to build roads, lots of roads. But he also had to convince wealthy people that their lives would be better if they worked in the city, but lived in the vast open spaces on Long Island. And that's where his plan fell apart. The people who ended up moving were the blue-collar workers and their families who were struggling to survive in the city. Families like the Joel.